Hello everybody, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So, I decided that I'm going to go with Yuri again, because we have to do the Natsuki one once we do the when we go to Natsuki next time. So, we're gonna go Yuri, so it could be faster. Yep. Everything's just gonna be the same. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we do that. Main menu. I don't know if that did anything, but okay. Now, let's see. Okay, new game. Now we're gonna go with Natsuki, so everything's just gonna be the same. Alright, poem time. Okay, here we go. Okay, this might be... Okay, we'll just do it, and if it's something different, we'll just go over it. Redo. Hi again, Brayden. Glad to see you didn't run away on... Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki's under an expirated size from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Yes! Okay, we got the Natsuki ending. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. I said that wrong. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Perfect Girls? The series I've never heard of in my life. Probably means either way, my demographic were simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. There's a tone of your voice. I'll tell you one thing, Brayden. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She stuffed the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Then she takes a seat against the wall beneath the window seals. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I'll take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Huh? Why is that? I guess it is easier to be closer like this. Don't just say that. It'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Get out of here! Whatever that thing was. Not that I could say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, claiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I could just talk at the same time. Looked like about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I was doing something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. All of the beginning is about simple things, like there's really funny chapter where they're obsessed with guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. Besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are many touching parts. Huh, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Underestimated. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just bet that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. Just a guess, but there's a lot of baking in this manga. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like, I would never get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it. So, who am I to judge? Okay, here's the first one. Read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Can't even bring it up without being all like, you still haven't grown out of there yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Kip Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like any of that solves any problems. Maybe. Well, at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger in one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter! Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her unusual bossy tone. Though she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Couldn't your timing be any worse? Sorry, I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though, you do look pretty cozy over there. Huh? Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said... Don't be dumb! Just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever for you to finish if you didn't take it home. Let's finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. Might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I scared what happened if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff carefully, and slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Where that section ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Suri and Monica enthusiastically put out their poems. Suri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Well, what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how you said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I want to be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and you go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. You went and ruined it. Hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? It's Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. I don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. It's the eagle one. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Isn't that the point of poems for people to express themselves? Writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you to do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme in the end, but it makes it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Hey, what does Siri have to say about me and Natsuki? This is a good poem, Brayden. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it, seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Brayden. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Yuri. I'm not sure if Yuri sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? I'll be on my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. Is this your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. Huh? So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there's a specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers, and having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them.
I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing style separate from the talk matter, and they try to fit the two together. The result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, there's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills or techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting to work together is probably the most challenging part. Might take us some time, but I'll put practice and learn by example and try new things.
Hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily if that's a rare opportunity for her. Herself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be the literature club, and Monica my poem. I like it, Brayden. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. This kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance have you read anything by Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler on your poems. Not very easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you trying new things. It's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most, so don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I guess it's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It is as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess what it ends up being, end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sierra and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They usually exchange these sheets of paper showing their respective poems. Okay, here we go, the fight! Here's the fight. We're gonna win. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did he say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki gives me Yuri and turns throw up on the desk in one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. People did, by the way. Siri liked it, and Brandon did too. Based on that, glad you gave some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Brandon liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Sound effects. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Brayden appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you suppose you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs naturally grew the size bigger as soon as Brayden started showing up. And Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly both girls run toward me and they just noticed I was standing there. Brayden, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If you just get over stuff and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out as a reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Brayden. But wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Brayden? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's like I know anything about writing. Well, whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain and attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings in a few words can be just impressive as well. It's just the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Haha, just how much you know. But that's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really a personal thing. And showing it can definitely be hard. Looks like we learned that today. Even a small criticism can lead to something pretty and heated. I glance over my shoulders. Sari's nodding vigorously. Yeah, so... You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. Finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean anything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Brayden. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Wouldn't everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a hard time with it than she's boasted. Sari and Monika look away. Anyway, the thing about your... I can't, I always once I see that word, I just stutter. The thing about your boobs is I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sari? I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she's pretty, Sayori. I pat Sari on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone reads each other poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Brayden. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. Somebody joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all. Not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe we could take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monika. Huh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sari. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Yep. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Brayden, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do at least better job impressing those I wanted to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Brayden, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Suri beams at me. It's been a while since Suri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Suri? About what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Brayden, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you getting along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Suri is the con to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... Does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Suri. I pat Suri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Suri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. Lipstick. Banana romance. Na-na-na-na-na. Hop, parfait. Hop, parfait. Okay, what was that? Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Brayden. Yo, Suri. Suri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Okay, hold on. How much time? It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. Well, the first volume of Parfait goes from my back. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I'll handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you believe me if you'd be so paranoid? Not give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where'd this volume leave off again? I forgot. The chapter ended where Minori and Alice found... Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Huh? I peer inside. All Natsuki's books are lined up on top of the shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. Ugh! Top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. Besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall over there. In the closet, there's a compatible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself! Natsuki grabs a stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki holds the stool, which ended up being a little wobbly because of the collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool wouldn't be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki would be stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can't reach them, so just... I said I can do it! I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces his way to push me out of the closet. Let's see. There are some chairs at the desk attached. There are 2 inconvenient fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki tries over the teacher's desk with a computer chair behind it. Oh no. Oh, never stand in the computer chair. Ever. Shows out on its wheels back over the closet. I just spit everywhere. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. I've already learned my lesson, so keep my mouth shut. Yeah, I've done it myself already. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. But she refuses any help. I take my seat back against the side of the door and simply watch. There we go. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put on the shelf below. Ooh! The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair, but Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Natsuki wraps her arms around the perfect girl's box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Brayden, I don't think I can bend down without falling. Brayden, take this one. Huh? But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright, let me just stand up. I'll slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv! You set me up! Go away! Get out! But I'll do it myself! The chair suddenly swells beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Yeah! The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair files from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box triples out of their hands, and the books go flying. I got you! The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Holy crap, you're too close! That is way too close. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arms straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that she's not on the floor that's beneath her. Gross! A fist pounds on my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko? Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly appears in. Monica! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? You're trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow it's possible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no! My... Huh? I look down. Natsuki's kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that are scattered over. There's a lot of diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. Oh boy. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut and throws it to the ground. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you? No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? Partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day. It's so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. I'll help clean this up, and I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Perfect Girls. Well, we'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up a bit, right? I get started on this once I'm done here. Natsuki looks with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're You're really nice to me. Huh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect that at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head, stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. Next couple of minutes, the silence between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them in the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. Hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki's holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'll make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about me tearing me up? If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp and making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has a good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets her attention as usual and it's time to ship poems again. Just to be holding onto this for now. Yep, even if you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Hehe, told you. Yeah. I turn my seat and slip the book into my bag. Should I poem? Who should I show my poem for? Well, this is the end of the episode, so that was fun. The scene happened just like in anime, so I think Natsuki liked that because it happens in mangas and anime all the time. So yeah. So, have a good day, and I'll see you guys later.